What up, world? Dan Palmeri, CBRE Las Vegas. Got another state of the market for you today. Before we introduce our guest today, don't forget we're on YouTube now, so subscribe, like, applaud, dislike, whatever makes you happy. But all support is appreciated. All right, sir. What's your name?
Matt Patros.
Matt Patros. Where are you from?
From here. I was born in Detroit, but I grew up in Las Vegas.
When did you move here?
1997?
So how old were you?
I was about 9.
So you're from Detroit,
Yeah.
but we're all locals once you've been here like 4 years.
Yeah.
All right. You
Yeah.
like it here?
I love it here. It's the
Love
best
it
city in the world.
Red Wings fan?
Red Wings fan.
Lions fan?
Not really.
Not really.
No.
Tigers?
Yes, I am a Tigers fan.
Tigers. Who else we got? Michigan.
You know, a big Michigan
Big
guy.
Blue.
Yes.
Anything
Big Blue.
else?
No, not a big basketball guy.
What about Detroit-style pizza?
Love it. Very
There's
good.
a few good ones in
Yeah,
town.
there's a few
All
good
right.
ones in town.
Enough of that. What do you do?
I'm a retail broker.
What's that mean?
I help tenants find space in the market.
Retail space.
Retail space in the market. You know, generally stuff that's, I like to work on stuff that comes out of the ground, a lot of pad work. I'm also in with the developers and helping them, you know, find sites for these tenants.
Fun. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
You get to do a lot of ground up stuff,
a lot of ground up stuff, yeah.
which we don't on
Yeah.
the office side.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
little. That's fun. All right. First half of the year, just about over. Give me a rating, Barstool Prez rating system on first half and why.
I'd say 6-8.
That's a decent
Yeah,
pie.
on the retail side, yeah. I think every market has its challenges, good or bad. I don't think this is any different.
What kind of challenges?
Right now it's construction costs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're seeing the same thing.
Yeah, across the board.
Yeah, but rents are holding steady, which is nice.
Vacancies are low.
Vacancies are low, especially in certain parts of the market, you know, but across the board they're low. And it's nice to be in a southern Sunbelt state as a retail broker right now, you know, compared to some of the other markets around the country. I think, especially Las Vegas, I think you're seeing a lot of tenants run into this market still.
Yeah.
It's still trickling in from between COVID and, you know, before interest rates went up, you saw a lot of tenants that said they'd never be in Las Vegas, come to Las Vegas, and the ones that are here trying to expand their footprints, and the revenues are there right now.
Yeah.
You know, when the market was really, really good, you had the issue of trying to find space. And now we're having some opportunities come back around. Finally, some tenants are starting to roll. They're getting backfill, especially the good spaces,
Yeah.
and those rents are holding steady. But the construction costs are the big variable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
without a doubt. Yeah, we really see that on the office side too.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. First half, any big news, big deals, what's happening out there, like exciting stuff in the market?
Yeah, I mean, the QSRs are still doing well.
What's a QSR for people that don't know?
That's a quick service restaurant. Everybody wanted a drive-through after COVID.
Right.
And, you know, some tenants are starting to pull back a little bit on that. I think some tenants are getting methodical. It depends on who you ask. Some are very, very bullish. Some are taking a step back and saying, let's see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Deals are taking a little bit longer.
Yep.
I think it was a strong landlord market, you know, for the past few years. I think that's starting to turn a little bit. I think landlords still have leverage as long as vacancy is low, but developers are programming more pads in their sites. That supply is starting to catch up. We'll just see if there's enough tenants to fill those pads.
But like you said, every day in the paper, we're seeing other concepts that from out of market really starting to make a presence here.
Yeah, I think the retail world is changing very quickly.
Yeah.
The internet, online ordering,
Yeah.
you know, pickup has a lot to do with that.
Yeah, I was at a great pizza place the other night, Yukon, I was telling you about. It's tiny, right? Like, and I mean, in the 30 minutes I was there, they probably had 20 people come through that door for pickup.
Yeah, I mean, it's not surprising. The
Yeah.
grocers are out in full effect. Everything from traditional grocers to discount grocers to, you know, the Hispanic grocers are growing here. So I think there's a very bullish sentiment in retail in Las Vegas still. Land we're still constrained,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
You know, we're starting to see a lot of that, you know, mid-block retail that was, you know, built during the recession get built again, but
Yeah.
they're filling up. But the nice thing about retail is, you know, when you factor in a pad or, you know, a couple pads in your site plan, it kind of not completely hedges your risk, but it definitely makes it more palatable
Yeah.
to make a pencil. Yeah.
Cool. All right. What do you project for the rest of the year?
You know.
That's an exciting side
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, tenants are still running in here. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough to say. I think we're going to start to see a little more vacancy. I think, we're seeing some closures. I think Walgreens did announce today that they were, closing a significant amount of stores, which, that used to be the best single tenant asset you can buy.
Right.
So again, I think the internet's having a lot to do with that,
Yeah.
So, and that goes across, all these retail product lines.
And we've seen a couple of locations now in town. I think there's two. There's one up on Durango, and one's about to open by me on Decatur, where they've taken these old kind of Fresh and Easies or Walgreens and turning them into like food halls.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay with.
Yeah.
You know me.
Me too.
What are you telling your clients?
Oh, I mean, on the tenant rep side, just to, be more careful when it comes to rent, right?
Yeah.
And stick within their AUVs to make sure that our occupancy costs are right where they need to be. You might look at the face and say, revenues are up, but inflation has a lot to do with that too. I mean, a lot of those costs are just, and this is restaurants and these QSRs are, it's just increasing prices getting passed on to the consumers. The bottom lines aren't changing much.
Right.
Now, this is still a great market for a lot of tenants, but we don't want to get irresponsible when it comes to that.
Yeah.
And then landlord side too. I mean, you don't want to get too egregious. You want to get the most rent possible, but
you don't want your tenant going out of business.
You don't want your tenant going out of business. So it's a balancing act. And I think a lot of guys get that. So
yeah, it's a fine line. Like ultimately you got to be able to, as a landlord, get as good of a return as possible, but also ensuring that your tenant mix is successful in operating their business and can grow into that. It's a dance. It's truly a partnership,
It really is. Yeah.
Cool. All right. You're basically from here. You're a retail guy. I'm a food guy. Favorite dish in town at a non-chain restaurant?
Does Echo and Rig count as a non-chain?
That's non-chain. Echo and Rig definitely
I'm a
counts.
sucker for steak. I like steak. I like the ribeye cap at Echo and Rig.
Rib cap.
Yeah, the rib cap.
Yeah, that's
at Echo and Rig.
delicious.
Yeah,
they do have a good rib cap.
They do have a good rib cap.
I like their portobello fries.
One of my staples as well.
They're just super unique. No one else has them. They're kind
great.
of big slices of portobello, really good kind of breading of sorts, and then they could give you like this, almost like pesto aioli.
I don't know what it is. I'm trying to figure. Yeah,
it's a nice.
It's good.
Yeah,
it's
Echo and
good.
Riggs, 2 locations in town now. One up in Tivoli Village, and now the other one down at the district. So I've yet to go to the one in Henderson, and I have a gift card for there. But Echo and Rig is also a butcher shop, so I'm not going to use that gift card on dinner.
Yeah.
I'm going to use it on some meats.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Patros, retail extraordinaire. If you have any questions about retail in the Vegas market, he knows it. I don't. Have a great day. Thank you.